And they're off. Night Chant away well, joined on the inside by Mount Up. And on the outside, it is Colville. But it is Mount Up who has the early lead. Night Chant in second by a half length. Colville is third by a neck, with Big Night Out racing in fourth, length and a half to Treaty Obligation, who trails the field in fifth. They race up the backstretch. Night Chant moves right alongside of the odds-on favorite, Mount Up. Night Chant pokes ahead in front. Mount Up now counters and is once again heads apart with Night Chant. Colville on the move on the outside, the quarter one in 22 and 4. Just in behind the front three, the duo of a Treaty Obligation and Big Night Out. Mount Up is at the rail. On the outside is Colville. And in between horses is Night Chant. Three of them across. The half one in 46 and 3 as they come for the quarter pole. It's Colville on the outside. Mount Up at the rail as Night Chant drops out of it. Treaty Obligation being asked for more. Far outside is Big Night Out. It is Colville who has the lead over Mount Up as they come down for the 8th pole. Colville in front. Mount Up runs in second. Then it's Big Night Out and Treaty Obligation. It's Colville in front, trying to shake Mount Up as they come on for the finish. Treaty Obligation with a late run here. Colville, Treaty Obligation, Mount Up. The three of them hit the wire together. Colville was in between horses. Mount Up was on the rail. Treaty Obligation on the outside.
There was a lot going on in this race, Sarah. The number 1 Mount Up and the 6 Colville dueling. Late run from Treaty Obligation. Things did get a little tight for the one on the rail, though, around the 16th pole.
They did, and I don't want to call this one quite yet because he was really coming back towards the end of this race with the 2 Treaty Obligation coming on as well. An exciting way to start the card today with this opener. And
wow.
What do you think?
The one got the bob, but I don't know if... Oh, that's really tight.
Yeah, that's
the 6
close.
might have come back in between. That's very tight. Yeah. Very, very tight. You have to give it to Mount Up, though. He looked completely beaten. He was hanging on that left lead here, and here's where things got a little bit tight.
They did, and you really thought that he was just going to back out of there, especially after being a part of that pace with the number 4 Night Chant, who really just faded and was nowhere, but he battled back pretty well. And with the close quarters, too, I wonder what they might do, if they might take a look at something, if there's something to even look at, but this is close, very close.
It looks from this slow-mo, wow, that's very, very tight. I think it might have been the 6.
Yeah?
I think he might have come back to the bob, but I don't
know.
know. No, I'm wrong. It was the 1. I'm no Paula Duca when it comes to calling photos, obviously. The 1, Mount Up.
Wow.
That's incredible that he was able to come back and get the win.
I know. He ran a huge race. If you consider what he did early, being on the inside of horses, off a little bit of a break, too. I know we were dealing with a lot of first-time starters, but big race from him.
And as far as the first, there's a 3 Big Night Out who finished 4th. Very green through the running of race that he was trying to run off of under Dylan Davis, too. Just not settled throughout. So one to watch next time. Mount Up still a little bit green as well.
Yeah. I think we could see this race be pretty live going forwards as well with these decent pedigrees as well as a pretty big performance from your winner. And I think, as you mentioned with Big Night Out, a horse that really just had nowhere to go early on either, and it clearly wanted to.
Big effort from first-time starter Colville, debuting at 7 furlongs. Not an easy thing to do, and he ran very well. Just missed that son of Kentucky Oaks winner Catherine Sophia, but it was 1-6-2-3 in the opener at Belmont Park. Feature coming up a little bit later on will be